God and Jesus are calling you now. If you ignore this moment, you may miss the closeness, guidance, and protection they are trying to give you. You have only 15 seconds to decide whether you will listen. God says, "Chosen one, do not skip this, no matter what is pulling at your attention. Listen now. Before your heart becomes too distracted to recognize the voice that is trying to save you, do not pass by God. I am speaking to you with urgency because this is not an ordinary warning. If you turn away from this word, you may miss a blessing that was prepared for you long before you understood your own purpose. When I say there are only 15 seconds, I am showing you that moments of obedience do not always stay open forever. And a heart that delays again and again can slowly become less sensitive to my voice. Chosen one, this is about your relationship with me and with my son. I am asking you to hold on tightly instead of scrolling past the very message that could shift the direction of your life. If you believe I am calling you in this moment, comment amen. I am not speaking to frighten you. I am speaking to awaken you because I see dangers ahead that your eyes have not yet recognized. You must understand that skipping me is not only about one small action. It is about a pattern that can gradually push my presence away from the center of your life. When you keep setting my voice aside, your spirit becomes scattered, and that distraction opens the door to fear, confusion, delay, and regret. I call you chosen because my hand is upon you, and I will not allow you to drift without warning. If this word is stirring something deep within you, take a moment to like this video as a sign that you are choosing to remain with me instead of turning away. I want you to feel the weight of these seconds, because one small act of obedience can protect you from a storm that would have shaken everything ahead of you. When I say you may lose both of us, I am speaking about losing nearness, guidance, covering, and the intimacy that comes from walking closely with me and with Jesus. My son gave everything so you could live near us, not far from us. And I will not remain silent while the enemy tries to pull you away through distraction. These 15 seconds represent choices that appear small, but carry spiritual weight. And right now, you are standing in one of those choices. You may think skipping is harmless, but each time you ignore my call, you teach your heart to value other voices above mine. I am pleading with you because I love you. And love does not stay silent when someone precious is about to move toward danger. There are battles forming around you that you cannot yet see. And this warning is a shield I am placing in your hands before the arrows arrive. I am not trying to control you. I am trying to protect you from a road that looks easy at first, but leads to sorrow, confusion, and delay. When you choose to stay and listen, you invite my wisdom to lead your steps and my spirit to strengthen your mind. If you trust that I am guiding you, even when you do not understand everything, comme en 1111, I am building discipline in you through this moment. Because the person who can pause and listen to me for 15 seconds will also be able to stand firm when seasons of testing arrive. Do not think this urgency means I am far away from you. The truth is, I am closer than your own breath, and I am fighting for your attention so I can keep you safe. I have plans to lift you, restore what was broken, and open doors no person around you could open. But those plans require your willingness to stay connected to me. Every time you resist the urge to skip my voice, your relationship with me becomes stronger, and your awareness of my presence becomes deeper. Habits are forming inside you every single day. And habits often shape destiny more than sudden events. If you build the habit of turning away when my spirit calls, Your heart will slowly become less sensitive. But when you build the habit of staying, listening, and honoring my presence, your heart becomes stronger, steadier, and more secure. Chosen one, I am not measuring you by perfection. I am watching your willingness. And your willingness to stay right now is precious to me. You may not see what I am protecting you from, but I see the traps that were placed in your path long before you noticed anything. I see the conversations that could mislead you and the decisions that could steal your peace. My warning is not empty drama. It is divine care moving ahead of danger. When you remain attentive to me, you close doors before they fully open. This is how I protect the ones I love. The world will try to rush you and pull your mind in many directions, but I am teaching you to pause and return your focus to me. In these 15 seconds of obedience, you are declaring that I come first. That declaration strengthens your spirit more than you realize. If you feel that you are choosing me above every distraction right now, comment un deux. Let that simple act remind your heart that you are not ashamed to stand with me. When I speak about losing us if you skip, I am revealing the danger of distance. Not abandonnement. I do not leave quickly, but a heart that repeatedly ignores me can slowly drift into coldness. Coldness leads to confusion, and confusion gives fear a place to enter. I want you anchored in clarity and peace, not wandering through doubt. Staying connected keeps your spirit warm and steady. Jesus is standing with you, even now, covering you with grace and strength. His sacrifice was not only for your salvation, but for your daily guidance and protection. When you honor his presence by staying attentive, you honor the price he paid. I am drawing you closer to his heart, not pushing you away. Together, we are securing your steps and surrounding you with mercy. There are blessings scheduled for you that require readiness. If your focus is scattered, you may miss instructions that lead you into those blessings. I am aligning your spirit so that when opportunity appears, you recognize it as my hand at work. You are chosen not because you are flawless, but because I see your potential and your calling. I am shaping you quietly through these small acts of obedience. Do not underestimate the power of a single decision to listen. Many of my greatest works in your life begin with a quiet yes that no one else sees. When you say yes to me in a hidden moment, I move publicly in ways that surprise you later. This is how I build trust between us. This is how I strengthen your faith without you even realizing it. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You have felt pressure lately, and some of it was designed to push you away from me. Stress can cloud your mind and make spiritual focus feel difficult. That is why I am simplifying this for you by saying, do not skip. Stay present. And listen, you do not need complex knowledge right now. You need connection. Connection to me will steady everything else. If you are deciding right now that no matter what pulls at your attention, you will stay faithful to my voice. Comment 1010. Let that declaration be your reminder that your loyalty belongs to me. Every time you choose to remain, you weaken the hold of distraction over your life. I am building strength in you through repetition. This is how warriors of faith are formed. I know you have struggled before with consistency, and I am not condemning you for that. I am encouraging you because growth is happening even when you feel weak. Each time you respond to my call instead of ignoring it, you repair what was once fragile. You are becoming more stable, more aware, and more grounded in my presence. That stability will protect you in days ahead. There are spiritual battles that never reach you because you chose to stay close to me. You do not see the attacks that were cancelled or the confusion that was blocked. My angels move on your behalf when your heart is aligned with mine. This is why I urge you so strongly to remain attentive. Your obedience activates protection you cannot measure. Chosen one, you are not ordinary in my sight. I have marked you with purpose and surrounded you with favor. The enemy knows this, which is why distraction is used as a weapon against you. When you resist that weapon, you frustrate his plans and strengthen your destiny. Staying with me is an act of quiet victory. I will continue to guide you step by step as long as your heart stays open. These moments of listening are building a deeper bond between us. You are not alone, and you are not forgotten, and I am proving that by speaking clearly to you. There is a reason I called you chosen one from the beginning. I see qualities in you that others may not recognize yet. I see resilience forming beneath your struggles and courage growing beneath your doubts. The urgency you feel right now is proof that my spirit is still reaching you clearly. That connection is precious, and I want you to guard it carefully. Every time you resist the urge to turn away, you are telling heaven that I matter more than convenience. That declaration echoes beyond what your physical ears can hear. It builds spiritual authority inside you that will serve you in future battles. You are not just watching or listening, you are training your soul. Your consistency is shaping your character. I know that sometimes you feel tired of warnings and constant reminders. You may think you already understand what I expect from you. Yet, understanding without action does not bring transformation. I am moving you from knowledge into obedience because obedience unlocks protection. What you do in small moments reveals the direction of your heart. The phrase "do not skip" is about guarding your spiritual sensitivity. When you protect your sensitivity to me, you protect your peace. Peace is not accidental. It grows from alignment with my will. Alignment requires attention and intention. I am teaching you both through this experience. There are unseen crossroads forming in your near future. They will not look dramatic at first, but they will carry consequences. If you are distracted, you may step into a path that delays your purpose. If you remain attentive, you will recognize my guidance quickly. I am positioning you to make wise decisions. You may wonder why I repeat the urgency about losing us if you skip. It is because distance from me does not happen suddenly. It happens gradually. A little neglect becomes habit, and habit becomes separation. I refuse to let that happen without warning you. I am guarding your closeness to me like a treasure. If you are determined to protect your relationship with me, no matter what tries to distract you, Comment 760 d'accept. Let that simple action remind you that you are choosing intimacy over indifference. Every time you respond in faith, you strengthen the bridge between your heart and mine. That bridge carries guidance, comfort, and strength. I want you to realize that this is not about earning my love. My love for you was settled long ago. This is about staying positioned to receive what my love wants to give you. When you drift, you block the flow of clarity and strength that I am offering. When you stay attentive, you keep yourself open. There are blessings I am preparing that require spiritual awareness. If you are careless with my voice, you may overlook the door when it opens. I am aligning timing, people, and opportunities around you. Your focus determines whether you recognize my hand in those moments. This is why I insist that you do not skip. Jesus stands beside you with patience and compassion. He understands weakness and temptation because he walked through them. His presence is not fragile, but your attention to him must be protected. When you guard your focus, you honor the sacrifice he for you. You are not walking this path alone. The world is loud and relentless, constantly demanding your reaction. I am teaching you to respond instead of react. When you pause to hear me, you move from chaos into clarity. Clarity strengthens your decisions and calms your fears. This is how I protect your mind. You may have felt recently that something important is approaching in your life. That feeling is not imagination. It is preparation. I am adjusting your heart so that you are ready for what comes next. Readiness requires awareness and obedience. These repeated calls are shaping that readiness. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. If your heart is choosing to remain alert to my guidance through every distraction, Comment 555. Let that declaration seal your intention in this moment. Intentions spoken in faith carry power. They help you stand firm when pressure increases. Do not let guilt from past failures convince you that you cannot stay consistent now. Growth is not measured by how you began, but by how you continue. I see your effort and I honor it. Each time you choose me, you rewrite the pattern of your past. You are becoming stronger than you were before. There are forces that would prefer you spiritually numb and easily swayed. A numb heart cannot hear my warnings clearly. That is why I am awakening you with urgency and repetition. I would rather shake your attention than watch you drift quietly. My correction is protection in disguise. Remember that chosen does not mean comfortable. It means purposeful. Purpose attracts resistance, and resistance awareness. When you remain close to me, resistance loses its power. I become your shield and your guide. Staying connected ensures that your purpose stays intact. I am not counting seconds to threaten you. I am highlighting moments to train you. Time is precious, and how you use it reveals what you value. By refusing to skip, you declare that I am worth your attention. That declaration invites my presence to move more freely in your life. Presence brings transformation. Your future is not random or accidental. I am carefully shaping it with intention and love. Each small act of obedience adds strength to the foundation of that future. Do not underestimate what you are building right now. You are constructing stability that will support greater blessings. There will be days when distraction does not come loudly, but quietly through routine. Routine can make you careless if you are not alert. I am teaching you to remain spiritually awake, even in ordinary hours. The one who honors me in simple moments will recognize me in major decisions. That awareness will protect you more than you realize. The reason I speak firmly about not skipping is because distraction often feels harmless at first. It looks like a small delay or a quick diversion. Yet, those small diversions repeated over time weaken your spiritual focus. I am strengthening your focus now so that you will not be easily pulled away later. Focus is a form of protection. You are living in a time when many voices compete for your attention. Some voices promise comfort, but lead to confusion. Others promise excitement, but lead to emptiness. My voice may seem quieter, but it carries truth and life. When you choose to remain with me, you are choosing depth over noise, There are assignments attached to your life that require clarity. If your mind is scattered, you will struggle to carry those assignments fully. I am helping you develop discipline because discipline protects purpose. The world may not see what is forming inside you, but I see it clearly. You are growing stronger in ways that will soon become visible. If you are deciding that your attention belongs to me before it belongs to the world, comment 999. Let that act seal your commitment in this hour. You are not performing for others. You are aligning your heart with mine. Alignment brings peace that distraction can never offer. I know there are moments when you feel tempted to step away because listening requires effort. It is easier to follow impulses than to cultivate awareness. Yet the easier path often leads to regret. I am guiding you toward what builds stability rather than what provides quick escape. Stability is the foundation of lasting blessing. Jesus remains close to you, not as a distant figure, but as a present guide. His strength flows into you when you remain attentive. His peace studies your thoughts when you choose to focus. You are not trying to hold yourself together alone. You are leaning on divine support. When I speak about losing us, if you skip, I am protecting your relationship from gradual neglect. Relationships require attention, and neglect weakens connection. I want you deeply rooted, not loosely attached. Rooted faith withstands storms that uproot shallow commitment. I am cultivating depth within you. There are decisions ahead that will test your maturity. They will not come with dramatic warnings, but they will require spiritual sensitivity. If you practice attentiveness now, you will recognize my direction easily. Preparation is happening even when you do not feel it. You are being equipped quietly. The enemy understands that a distracted believer is easier to mislead. That is why distraction has been persistent in your life. Yet every time you resist it, you grow in authority. Authority is not loud. It is steady and disciplined. I am building that steadiness in you. If you are choosing to protect your focus and guard your connection with me, comment 1515. Let that be your declaration that you will not drift. Your words of faith strengthen your resolve. Resolve makes you resilient when pressure increases. Do not allow shame from past inconsistency to discourage you now. Growth is not erased by former weakness. Each new act of obedience creates a fresh path forward. I see progress even when you see only struggle. Progress matters more than perfection. I am also teaching you to value time differently. Time is not just minutes passing. It is opportunity forming. Every moment you give me shapes the direction of your life. When you prioritize me, you prioritize wisdom and protection. That choice keeps you from unnecessary sorrow. You may notice that your awareness of my presence is becoming sharper. That is not accidental. It is the result of your willingness to stay. Sensitivity to my spirit is a gift that must be nurtured. The more you guard it, the stronger it becomes. Strength and awareness brings confidence. Chosen one, you are not being called to religious routine, but to living relationship. Relationship requires attention, honesty, and commitment. I am offering you closeness that transforms your daily walk. When you remain attentive to me, you begin to walk with confidence instead of confusion. That confidence is not built on what you can control. It is rooted in trust. There will be moments when the urgency feels strong. Do not confuse that intensity with anger. It is love refusing to let you wander into danger. I see beyond what you can see, and I speak because I care about you. My warnings are evidence that I am involved in your life. You are learning that obedience in small moments can protect you from painful consequences later. That lesson will remain with you long after this message has passed. The discipline being formed in you now will follow you into your relationships, your choices, and the responsibilities ahead. Nothing is wasted when you choose to listen. Everything is being used to build stability inside you. You are beginning to understand that the true battle is not always around you. Many times, it is within your focus. The enemy rarely begins with obvious darkness. He often begins with small distractions, quiet doubts, and subtle compromises. Those things may look harmless at first, but slowly they pull your attention away from me. That is why I keep calling you back, again and again, so nothing silently steals your devotion. When I tell you not to skip, I am training your spiritual reflexes. Instead of obeying every impulse, you are learning to stop, pause, and listen. That pause gives wisdom room to speak. Wisdom protects you from decisions that would later cost you peace. Peace is one of the most precious gifts I place in your life. There are seasons coming that will require clear thinking and courageous action. If your spirit is scattered, fear can easily twist your judgment. I am steadying you now, so fear will not rule you later. Stability grows from consistent connection. Connection grows through intentional attention. I see how your mind sometimes drifts, even when you are trying to stay focused. I do not condemn you for that. I gently guide you back. Discipline is not punishment. It is preparation for purpose. You are being trained for responsibility that requires spiritual strength. Strength is developed through repetition, endurance, and quiet obedience. If you feel in your heart that you are becoming more serious about guarding your connection with me, Comment 1717. Let that simple declaration mark this step forward. You are not merely hearing words. You are forming commitment. Commitment creates momentum. I want you to understand that losing us does not mean we instantly disappear from your life. It means closeness begins to fade when attention begins to fade. Distance forms quietly when devotion grows weak. I am protecting your closeness by calling you to remain awake and aware. Closeness is the place where guidance flows freely. You have known moments when my presence felt strong and undeniable. Those moments were not random. They were the fruit of attentiveness, hunger, and surrender. When you stay connected, those moments begin to increase. I desire steady intimacy with you, not occasional awareness. There are influences around you competing for your loyalty. Some offer approval, some offer comfort, but none of them can give you the security that comes from walking closely with me. True security grows when you know you are guided, guarded, and loved. That security strengthens your confidence. When distraction tries to pull you away, remember that your destiny is too valuable to risk for temporary impulses. Destiny requires focus. I have woven purpose into your life with intention. Do not allow carelessness to unravel what I designed with care. You are not ordinary, and your focus must reflect that. If you are choosing to honor your calling by protecting your spiritual attention, Comment 1919. Let that act remind your heart that you belong to me. Belonging brings responsibility, but it also brings covering. You remain protected as you remain connected. You may begin to notice that as you guard your focus, your inner peace becomes more steady. That is because peace grows where distraction loses power. Peace helps you hear me clearly. Clarity makes your steps firm. Confidence strengthens your endurance. Jesus stands with you in patience and compassion. He understands how human weakness tries to interrupt devotion, yet he also knows the power of persistence. His strength supports you. Each time you choose to remain attentive, you are not striving by yourself. There will be days when urgency returns strongly, Do not resist that urgency. It is my love keeping you alert. I would rather awaken you again and again than allow you to drift quietly into distance. My repetition is protection wrapped in love. You are developing spiritual maturity through these choices. Maturity is not measured by emotion. It is measured by consistency. Consistency proves that your faith has roots. Rooted faith is not easily shaken. That stability will carry you through trials. I am also refining your priorities. What receives your time and attention reveals what you truly value. By refusing to skip, you are declaring that I am worth your attention. That declaration shifts your spiritual atmosphere, and atmosphere influences outcome. Chosen one. You are being shaped into someone who responds quickly to my guidance. A quick response prevents delay and regret. Delay often creates confusion. I am teaching you to move with clarity instead of hesitation. Clarity strengthens courage. Remember this every moment you choose me. The grip of distraction over your life becomes weaker. That hold has been strong in past seasons, but it is loosening now. You are reclaiming authority over your focus. Authority grows through repeated choice. I am not tired of reminding you, because I see the outcome. I see you standing stronger, thinking clearer, and walking steadier. I see doors opening that once seemed locked. I see protection surrounding you in ways you cannot measure. All of this connects back to your willingness to remain attentive. The warning about not skipping is shaping your awareness of value. What you value, you protect. What you protect, you prioritize. I am teaching you to value my presence above distraction, above impulse, above temporary comfort. That shift in value will quietly transform every area of your life. You are not being asked to live in fear of losing us. You are being invited to guard intimacy. Intimacy requires intention. It grows when you choose closeness, even when you could choose convenience. I am building that intentional closeness inside you. This band wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. There are subtle patterns in your life that I am correcting gently. Patterns of delay, patterns of divided attention, patterns of quick distraction. None of them are beyond change. In fact, you are already changing. Each time you stay instead of skipping, you interrupt an old pattern and create a new one. If you sense that your spiritual discipline is becoming stronger than it was before, come on, do. Let that simple act remind you that growth is happening. Growth may feel slow, but it is steady. Steady growth produces lasting fruit. The reason I continue emphasizing these moments is because destiny is not shaped only by dramatic events. It is shaped by repeated small decisions. The small decisions either build alignment or weaken it. Alignment with me protects your calling. Misalignment creates unnecessary struggle. You have a calling that requires clarity and spiritual awareness. I have entrusted you with influence. Whether large or small, influence must be anchored in discipline. Discipline keeps you grounded. When praise or pressure tries to shift you, I am anchoring you through attentiveness. There will be moments when your flesh resists focus. It will whisper that you can return later or listen another time. That whisper is subtle but persistent. I am teaching you to recognize it quickly. Recognition allows you to resist it without confusion. Jesus walks with you in this process, strengthening your will and calming your heart. He understands what it means to choose obedience even when it is difficult. His example is not distant history. It is present strength. His grace supports your effort. When I say you could lose us if you skip, I'm speaking about drifting into dullness. Dullness makes it hard to recognize my direction. Direction keeps you safe and purposeful. I am protecting your sensitivity by calling you back repeatedly. Sensitivity is spiritual awareness sharpened by discipline. If you are choosing to remain spiritually sharp and attentive, Comment 555. Let that declaration seal your commitment again. Commitment repeated becomes conviction. Conviction becomes character. I see the future paths that could unfold before you. Some lead to peace and progress. Others lead to regret and delay. Your attentiveness determines which path becomes reality. I am not forcing you. I am guiding you. Guidance requires cooperation. You may notice that as you guard your focus, your confidence increases. That confidence is rooted in clarity. When you know you are listening, you feel steadier in your decisions. Steadiness brings courage. Courage carries you through opposition. There are forces that would prefer you uncertain and easily swayed. Uncertainty makes you vulnerable. Clarity makes you strong. I am building clarity through repetition. Repetition reinforces truth. Chosen one, you are becoming more intentional about your spiritual life. That intentionality will ripple into your relationships, your work, and your choices. Everything connected to you benefits when you stay aligned with me. Alignment releases peace and wisdom. You are not being shaped into someone rigid or anxious. You are being shaped into someone focused and grounded. Focus allows you to move through chaos without absorbing it. Grounded faith does not panic when pressure increases. It remains steady. If you feel that your relationship with me is becoming deeper and more serious, Comment 1010. Let that mark this stage of growth. Each declaration strengthens your awareness of who you belong to. Belonging fuels loyalty. I am not counting how many times you struggled in the past. I am watching how you respond now. Response determines direction. Direction determines outcome. Your present choices matter more than former failures. You are learning that obedience is not about restriction. It is about protection. Protection preserves joy. Joy strengthens endurance. Endurance carries you into fulfillment. This chain begins with attention. As you continue to refuse distraction, you will notice my presence becoming more natural to you. What once required effort will begin to feel familiar. Familiarity with my voice builds confidence. Confidence reduces fear. I am shaping you into someone who values spiritual awareness as much as physical safety. Just as you would not ignore a warning sign on a dangerous road. Do not ignore my voice when it calls. My voice is the sign that keeps you from hidden harm. Listening is wisdom. You may not realize it yet, but your spiritual reflexes are changing. Where you once reacted quickly to impulse, you are now pausing more often. That pause is powerful. In that pause, my wisdom enters and adjusts your direction. Wisdom received in a small pause can prevent years of regret. I am also teaching you to recognize the difference between urgency from me and pressure from the world. Worldly pressure rushes you without clarity. My urgency calls you into focus with peace. Even when my tone is firm, my presence is steady. I am not pushing you into panic. I am pulling you into protection. There are patterns in your past that tried to form a habit of neglect. Neglect weakens spiritual sensitivity slowly. You are breaking that pattern now. Each time you choose to remain attentive, you repair what was once weakened. Restoration begins with awareness. If you feel that your focus is becoming stronger than your impulses, Commence 760, 10, sept. Let that simple declaration remind you that progress is real. Progress is not always dramatic, but it is visible in your consistency. Consistency is transforming your character. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says, yes. And the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You are discovering that obedience in seconds protects you for seasons. A single moment of attention can redirect an entire day. A day redirected can alter the course of months. Months shaped by discipline can transform your future. This is why I continue to emphasize what seems small. The enemy prefers you casual about spiritual matters. Casual devotion leads to shallow roots. Shallow roots cannot withstand pressure. I am deepening your roots through repetition and clarity. Depth ensures stability. Jesus stands beside you not only as Savior, but as guide. His presence strengthens your resolve. When you feel weak, His grace supports you. When you feel uncertain, His peace studies you. You are walking with divine assistance. I am also refining your awareness of time. Time is not endless opportunity, it is sacred trust. When I say you have only seconds, I am teaching you to value the present. The present is where decisions are made. You may have noticed that your mind resists discipline at times. Resistance is natural when growth is occurring. Growth stretches you beyond comfort. Comfort does not build strength. Strength requires intention. If you are choosing to treat your connection with me as sacred and protected, Comment 999, let that act mark your seriousness. Serious faith does not mean joyless living. It means anchored living. There are doors ahead that require clarity to recognize. If your spirit is dull, you may miss them. I am sharpening your awareness so that you step into opportunity without hesitation. Clarity removes confusion. Confusion drains energy. Chosen one, you are being shaped into someone reliable in spirit. Reliability builds trust between us. When you consistently respond to my call, you deepen that trust. Trust strengthens intimacy. Intimacy unlocks guidance. Do not interpret repetition as impatience. It is persistence rooted in love. I repeat, because your destiny matters. I repeat, because distraction is persistent. My voice must be stronger than what competes for you. You are learning that devotion is not based on mood. Mood changes quickly. Commitment remains steady. I am cultivating commitment inside you. Commitment produces endurance. There will be moments when urgency rises again unexpectedly. Those moments will test whether this discipline has truly settled into you. I am confident in the growth I see. You are not the same as you were. Your awareness has increased. If you sense that your relationship with me feels more intentional than before, Comment 1515. Let that reinforce your awareness. Intentional faith carries weight. Weight brings stability. I am not trying to take freedom from you. I am teaching you how to guard it. True freedom requires wisdom. Wisdom grows through attention. Attention strengthens discernment. You are becoming more alert to subtle shifts in your thoughts and environment. That alertness is a gift. It prevents you from stepping into traps. Prevention is quieter than rescue. But just as powerful, there are blessings attached to your obedience that you have not yet seen. Those blessings are not rewards for performance. They are fruit of alignment. Alignment releases favor. The warning about not skipping has begun to change how you view your time. You are realizing that every moment carries spiritual weight. Nothing is neutral when it comes to your attention. What you feed grows stronger. What you ignore becomes weaker. I am strengthening your ability to recognize subtle danger. Not all danger announces itself loudly. Some danger arrives disguised as comfort or harmless delay. Your sharpened awareness protects you from stepping into what looks easy, but leads to confusion. Awareness is a shield. You may notice that as you guard your focus, your thoughts become clearer. Clarity is evidence that alignment is increasing. Alignment quiets inner chaos. Chaos loses its grip when your spirit is anchored. Anchoring requires intention. If you feel that your spiritual awareness is more alive than it used to be, comment, un deux. Let that declaration remind you that growth is happening. Growth thrives where attention is guarded. Guarded attention preserves intimacy. I am also refining your discernment. Discernment helps you distinguish between what demands attention and what deserves it. Many things demand, but few truly deserve. I deserve your focus because I see what you cannot see. My guidance protects what you value most. You are not being trained for comfort. You are being trained for purpose. Purpose requires alertness. Alertness keeps you from drifting into complacency. Complacency weakens spiritual sensitivity. I am preventing that weakness by calling you to remain steady. Jesus continues to walk beside you in this discipline. His patience is not limited. His strength is available when you feel tired of resisting distraction. His grace carries you forward. You are not walking alone in this training. The phrase "you will lose both of us if you skip" is not meant to frighten you, but to awaken seriousness. Intimacy must be guarded. Guarding intimacy requires daily choice. Daily choice becomes consistent character. Character shapes destiny. There are moments ahead when decisions will need to be made quickly. Quick decisions require a prepared heart. Preparation happens through consistent attentiveness. You are preparing without even realizing the full extent of it. That preparation will soon reveal its value. If you are choosing to protect your destiny by guarding your focus, comment, 1717. Let that statement seal your intention again. Intention, repeated, becomes habit. Habit rooted in faith becomes strength. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You may have once underestimated the power of small choices. You now see that small choices create patterns. Patterns shape direction. Direction determines outcome. I am adjusting your direction through these repeated reminders. There will be voices that try to convince you that you are taking this too seriously. They may treat spiritual attentiveness as unnecessary intensity. Do not allow that perspective to weaken your resolve. Depth often looks unusual to those who live casually. Depth builds stability. I am also strengthening your patience. Patience grows when you learn to pause rather than rush. Rushing often leads to error. Pausing invites wisdom. Wisdom protects your peace. Chosen one. You are stepping into a season where clarity will matter greatly. Clarity requires focus. Focus requires discipline. Discipline requires decision. You are making that decision repeatedly. I see the internal shifts happening inside you. Your priorities are rearranging quietly. What once seemed urgent is losing importance. What truly matters is becoming clearer. That shift is my work within you. If you sense that your commitment to me feels stronger and more rooted than before, comme en 1919, let that mark this deeper stage. Rooted commitment withstands pressure. Pressure cannot uproot what is planted deeply. You are learning that obedience is not about restriction, but alignment. Alignment brings protection without anxiety. Protection brings confidence without pride. Confidence strengthens endurance. Endurance sustains purpose. There will still be moments when distraction attempts to return. Growth does not eliminate temptation completely. It equips you to respond wisely. Wisdom is now becoming your reflex. I am pleased with the seriousness you are developing. Seriousness does not remove joy. It safeguards it. Joy flourishes where stability exists. Stability grows through attentiveness. You are beginning to sense my presence more quickly. What once required strong reminders now feels more natural. This is growth. Growth does not always announce itself loudly, but it changes how you respond. You are responding with steadiness rather than impulse. The warning not to skip has become more than instruction. It has become protection woven into your awareness. You now pause more often before acting. That pause invites my wisdom into situations that once felt overwhelming. Wisdom keeps your path clear. I see that your inner world is becoming calmer. Calmness is evidence of alignment. When you are aligned with me, confusion has less room to grow. Confusion weakens decision-making. Clarity strengthens it. If you feel that your connection with me feels more stable than it did before, comme en 222, let that declaration mark your progress. Stability grows through repetition. Repetition builds endurance. You are also noticing that temptation to drift is easier to recognize now. Recognition is strength. When you recognize distraction quickly, you can reject it without struggle. Struggle decreases when awareness increases. Awareness sharpens your spiritual instincts. Jesus remains near you, guiding your thoughts gently. His patience has never wavered. He supports the discipline forming within you. His peace strengthens your resolve each time you remain attentive. The phrase about losing us, if you skip now, carries deeper meaning for you. You understand that intimacy requires guarding. Guarding requires seriousness. Seriousness protects closeness. Closeness sustains strength. There will still be moments when your focus is tested. Testing does not mean failure. Testing reveals growth. What once caused you to drift now causes you to pause. That pause shows maturity. If you are choosing to treat your spiritual focus as sacred and non-negotiable, comme en 555, let that reaffirm your commitment. Commitment repeated becomes identity. Identity shapes destiny. You are stepping into a new level of spiritual awareness. This awareness is not loud or dramatic. It is steady and grounded. Grounded faith is not easily shaken. Shaken faith reacts quickly. Grounded faith responds calmly. I am pleased with the steadiness forming in you. Steadiness is rare in a distracted world. Distraction thrives on impatience. Patience weakens its influence. You are becoming patient in your listening. Your priorities are continuing to shift quietly. You now recognize that attention given to me produces clarity in other areas of your life. Clarity reduces anxiety. Anxiety loses power when direction is clear. Direction flows from connection. If you sense that your confidence is increasing as your attentiveness deepens, comment 777, let that statement anchor your awareness. Confidence rooted in alignment is different from pride. Pride isolates. Alignment strengthens. You are no longer treating these warnings as temporary urgency. You are embracing them as lifestyle guidance. Lifestyle guidance shapes long-term peace. Peace built slowly lasts longer than excitement built quickly. I am also strengthening your resilience. Resilience grows when you repeatedly choose what is right over what is easy. Easy choices often produce shallow outcomes. Right choices produce stable growth. You are choosing stability. There are blessings ahead that require this level of maturity. Immature focus would mishandle them. Mature attentiveness will steward them well. I am preparing you quietly for greater responsibility. Chosen one. You are proving that you value intimacy with me. Value is shown through consistency. Consistency reveals loyalty. Loyalty strengthens trust between us. Trust unlocks deeper guidance. You may notice that decisions are becoming clearer and less stressful. That clarity is fruit of alignment. Alignment simplifies what once felt complicated. Simplicity strengthens peace. Peace allows you to move forward confidently. If you feel that your devotion is becoming more disciplined and intentional, Comment 999. Let that mark this deeper level. Discipline is no longer effort alone. It is becoming natural response. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. I am proud of the growth unfolding inside you. Growth built slowly will sustain you in future challenges. Challenges will not disappear, but your response to them has changed. Changed response means strengthened character. You may see yourself as a leader, yet leadership begins with personal discipline. Discipline in private builds authority in public. Authority is not loud control. It is quiet consistency. When your life reflects attentiveness to me, your words carry weight. Spiritual weight comes from depth. The warning not to skip has now created a pattern of alertness within you. That alertness will help you when greater responsibility is placed in your hands. Responsibility requires clarity when pressure rises. Pressure reveals whether the foundation is weak or strong. And through repeated choices, your foundation is becoming stronger. There will be people around you who struggle with distraction more visibly than you once did. Your steadiness will begin to stand out. They may not understand why you remain calm when the noise around you increases. The answer will be simple. You chose to stay when staying mattered. If you feel that you are becoming more grounded than before, Comment 1010. Let that statement recognize the growth taking place inside you. Growth that is recognized becomes gratitude, and gratitude keeps humility alive. I am also enlarging your ability to handle complexity without losing focus. Complexity overwhelms those whose attention is not anchored, but anchored attention helps you separate what matters from what does not. That separation protects your energy. Protected energy strengthens endurance. Jesus continues walking with you, shaping your responses with patience and care. His calmness is becoming your example. His patience is becoming your guide. As you remain attentive, you are learning to carry his steadiness within you. The warning about losing us if you skip now stands as a reminder more than a threat. You understand the cost of drifting. Drift slowly steals clarity, but you have chosen clarity instead. And clarity protects calling. You are beginning to notice that your reactions are becoming slower, but wiser. Quick reactions often open the door to regret. Thoughtful responses build respect, and respect naturally follows a stable spirit. Stability attracts trust. If you feel that your responses are becoming calmer and more intentional, comment un deux, un deux. Let that declaration strengthen your awareness. Awareness builds confidence. Confidence rooted in alignment remains humble. There are opportunities approaching that will test the maturity growing inside you. You will need to make decisions without seeing every detail in advance. In those moments, the attentiveness you have cultivated will guide you. Guidance flows more clearly through disciplined hearts. You are becoming disciplined. Chosen one. You are not being shaped only for comfort. You are being shaped for impact. Impact requires consistency. Inconsistent devotion weakens influence. Consistent attentiveness strengthens it. You are also becoming more resilient against the doubt that used to disturb your focus. Doubt once pulled you away easily. Now you recognize it sooner and return to clarity faster. The speed of your return shows your growth. Growth builds courage. And I am refining your patience even further. Patience protects you from impulsive mistakes. A mistake avoided is a blessing preserved. And preserved blessing multiplies peace. Peace strengthens clarity. If you feel that your faith is becoming more durable than it once was, comment un cinq, un cinq. Let that declaration seal this stage of your growth. Durable faith stands firm against distraction. Distraction loses strength, where conviction remains firm. You may still face moments when you are tempted to drift. Growth does not remove every challenge. It gives you a stronger response. And your response is becoming grounded instead of reactive. A grounded response protects your direction. I see that your priorities have shifted deeply. What once competed for your attention has begun to lose its grip. That release creates space for deeper guidance. Deeper guidance brings deeper peace. You are becoming someone who values spiritual clarity more than temporary comfort. Comfort fades quickly. Clarity sustains confidence. And confidence rooted in me remains steady. Leadership is being formed quietly within you. Not leadership that depends on a title, but leadership that comes through influence. Influence flows naturally from authentic faith. Authentic faith inspires trust. Trust opens doors. If you feel that your life is becoming more aligned and purposeful, comme en 1717, let that mark your readiness for greater responsibility. Responsibility carried with humility brings favor. I am pleased with the transformation unfolding within you. What began as an urgent warning has matured into steady discipline. Discipline is becoming part of your identity, and identity is shaping your destiny. You have grown stronger, but that strength must now be guarded. Strength can quietly turn into overconfidence when it is not rooted in humility. Humility keeps you dependent on me. Dependence keeps you safe. Safety allows blessing to remain steady in your life. The warning not to skip has now become part of your spiritual rhythm. You no longer see it as an interruption. You understand it as guidance. And guidance is valuable because it prevents unnecessary pain. Prevention is quieter than rescue, but it is just as powerful. There will be moments ahead when success tries to distract you as much as struggle once did. Success can tempt you to loosen the discipline that helped you rise, but discipline must remain even when everything seems to be going well. Consistency during success protects the stability of your future. If you feel that your focus remains strong, even in comfortable seasons, comme en 1919, let that declaration remind you that your growth is not temporary. Temporary focus fades. Established discipline endures. I am refining your humility because humility anchors power safely. As your influence grows, your dependence on me must grow as well. Influence without humility leads to imbalance. Humility keeps your heart aligned with my will. Alignment preserves clarity. Jesus continues to shape your inner posture gently. His example teaches you that strength and humility coexist. He walked in authority, yet remained obedient. You are learning to reflect that balance. Balance sustains long-term faithfulness. The phrase about losing us if you skip now stands as covenant reminder. You understand that intimacy is protected through intention. Intention must be renewed regularly. Renewal prevents drift. Drift weakens direction. You may notice that your decisions now feel more intentional than automatic. Automatic living once guided you. Intentional living now defines you. Intentional living guards purpose. Purpose strengthens identity. If you sense that your commitment feels deeper and less emotional than before, Comment 222, let that mark the maturity forming inside you. Mature faith does not rely on feeling alone. It stands on conviction. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There will be voices that attempt to reintroduce distractions slowly. They will not appear threatening. They will appear normal. Normality can weaken vigilance. Vigilance must remain active. You are learning that attentiveness is not about fear of punishment. It is about love for connection. Love protects what it values. You value intimacy with me. That value shapes your choices. Chosen one. Your inner world is becoming quieter and more ordered. Disorder once dominated your think. Your mother, who is in heaven, has been begging to tell you something. This is her final message, and you will never hear her again. So, listen this right now. Don't make the mistake of skipping this. I am speaking to you about the cry that has reached my throne, the longing of your mother's heart that I have allowed to pass through my voice. So you do not miss what could change your life forever. Do not turn away from this moment, because what you are about to hear carries healing, protection, and a blessing that has been waiting for you. If your heart is open, and you believe that I am guiding you right now, type Amen in the comments as a sign that you receive this. What you do in the next few minutes matters more than you understand, because this is about love that did not end with death and care that still surrounds you. Your mother in heaven has not been silent because she forgot you. She has been silent because I was preparing the right time for you to truly listen. She has been begging me to let you know that you are not alone, not abandoned, and not unseen in your pain. I am allowing you to hear this now because you are standing at a turning point. And if you ignore this, you may delay a breakthrough that has your name on it. Before you go any further, pause and press like on this video as an act of agreement with the love and protection I am pouring over you right now. This is not about numbers or attention, but about your heart choosing to stay and receive what heaven is releasing. Your mother's desire is not to frighten you, but to protect you from choices that could wound you deeply. I am using this moment to pull you closer, because there is something ahead that requires wisdom, strength, and a reminder of who you are. She has been asking me tell you that she sees your tears. She has watched the nights when you felt weak and did not tell anyone how heavy your chest felt. She has seen the guilt you carry, the words you wish you had said, and the apologies you never had the chance to give. I want you to understand that she does not hold regret against you. and neither do I. This is her final chance, through my voice, to place peace inside your heart. She wants you to stop blaming yourself for the past. She wants you to forgive yourself for the moments when you were young, confused, or afraid. I am telling you now that she is at rest. And the greatest gift you can give her is to live without chains around your soul. You have been walking with a quiet fear that something bad will happen because you have not done enough or prayed enough. That fear is not from me. Your mother has been pleading that you would release that burden and trust that I am guiding your steps. If you trust that I am still in control of your life, write 1,111 inches the comments as a declaration of faith. She wants you to know that there is a decision in front of you that needs courage. You have been hesitating because you doubt your ability, and you question whether you are worthy of something greater. From heaven, she has been asking me to remind you that she always saw strength in you, even when you could not see it yourself. I placed gifts inside you before you were born, and her prayers over your life did not stop when her earthly breath did. Do not make the mistake of thinking this is just emotion. This is direction. I am steering you away from a path that looks easy, but leads to emptiness, and I am pointing you toward a road that requires faith, but leads to fulfillment. Your mother's heart has always wanted you safe, and I am honoring that desire by warning you gently and guiding you clearly. There are people around you who do not understand your calling. They may speak doubt over you or laugh at your dreams. Your mother has been asking me to protect your mind from their words because she knows how sensitive your heart can be. I am placing a shield over you, and I am teaching you to listen to my voice above every other noise. She is not begging because she is restless. She is pleading because she loves you deeply and does not want you to settle for less than what I prepared. She knows the patterns in your life that try to repeat themselves, and she wants you to break them now. I am giving you the strength to end cycles of fear, poverty, anger, and self-doubt. You have felt her presence at times in small and quiet ways. That warmth you sensed was not your imagination. I allowed you to feel comfort, so you would remember that love does not disappear. Yet this is the last time I will speak of her longing in this way, because from this point forward you must walk by faith, not by signs. Her final plea is simple. She wants you to choose life, joy, and obedience to me. She wants you to stop shrinking yourself to fit into spaces that were never designed for you. I created you with purpose, and her prayers helped shape the path that is still unfolding before you. Listen carefully now. The regret you carry can be lifted. The fear you feel can be calmed. The future that worries you is already in my hands. Your mother rests knowing that I am your father, your protector, and your provider. Do not skip what I am doing in your life. Do not turn away from my guidance because it challenges your comfort. This is the moment she has been begging for. And this is the moment I am calling you higher. There have been moments when you felt her absence like a sharp wind against your soul. Birthdays, quiet evenings, sudden memories that rise without warning have made you feel small and exposed. I have seen how you hold yourself together in front of others, yet break down when no one is watching. Your mother has asked me to comfort you in those private hours because she knows that is when your thoughts can become heavy and dark. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you, starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. She wants you to stop replaying the last days you had with her. You keep going over conversations, wishing you had done something differently, or said something more. I am telling you now that love was already complete between you. Nothing unfinished on earth has damaged what was built in the spirit. There is something else she has been urging me to tell you. You have been trying to carry responsibilities that were never meant to crush you. You feel like you must now be strong for everyone, as if losing her means you are no longer allowed to be vulnerable. She does not want you hardened grief, and neither do I. Strength in my kingdom is not the absence of tears. Strength is trusting me even when your eyes are wet and your hands tremble. Your mother knows that your tenderness is part of your calling. Do not bury that softness, because it is one of the ways I will use you to heal others. There are habits in your life that began after she left. Some were ways to cope with the emptiness. Some were distractions to avoid feeling pain. She has been concerned about the path those habits could lead you down if you do not confront them now. I am not speaking to condemn you. I am speaking to redirect you before damage becomes deeper. You are not too far gone, and you are not too weak to change. If you believe that I can still restore every broken place in you, write 1212 in the comments as a sign of trust. Your mother's final longing is that you would forgive someone you have been holding in your heart. There is a wound that has been sitting inside you for years. She knows how that bitterness slowly drains your joy and clouds your peace. She does not want you carrying anger that will poison your future. I am asking you to release what hurt you. I will handle justice in my time. When you forgive, you are not saying what happened was right. You are saying that your freedom matters more than your pain. You have also doubted whether I truly listen to your prayers. When days feel silent and nothing seems to move, you assume I am distant. Your mother has seen how quickly you lose hope when answers are delayed. She has been asking me to reassure you that delay is not denial. I have been arranging circumstances behind the scenes. I have been closing doors you thought you wanted and opening ones you did not expect. What feels like chaos to you is often protection in disguise. Your mother rests peacefully because she trusts my plan for you completely. You are standing at the edge of growth. A new season is approaching, but it requires surrender. It requires letting go of the version of yourself that was shaped by fear and stepping into the identity I have always spoken over you. She remembers how you were as a child. She remembers your curiosity, your laughter, your dreams that felt too big for your small hands. I remember too, because I was there when those dreams were formed. They were not accidents and they were not foolish fantasies. Do not let disappointment convince you to shrink. Do not let past failures define what you are capable of becoming. I am breathing courage into you again. Your mother's last plea is that you would not waste your life hiding from your own potential. There are relationships in your life that need boundaries. You have been overextending yourself to keep peace, even when it costs your own well-being. She does not want you drained and resentful. I do not want you trapped in cycles of people-pleasing. It is time to choose obedience over approval. It is time to value your calling more than temporary comfort. When you align yourself with me, you may lose some applause, but you will gain peace that no person can take away. Your mother also wants you to take care of your body. Grief and stress have worn you down. You ignore signs of exhaustion because you feel you must keep pushing forward. I am reminding you that your body is a gift, not a machine. Rest is not weakness. Seeking help is not failure. Healing is part of honoring both me and the life she carried for you. You have wondered if she is proud of you. You question whether you have lived up to what she hoped for. I am telling you clearly that she is at peace, and she is not measuring you by achievements or titles. She cares about your heart. She cares about whether you are walking in love, integrity, and faith. Those things matter far more in eternity than the numbers the world counts. As you continue forward, do not expect another sign like this. This is not meant to create dependence on moments. It is meant to anchor you in truth. From here on, you must rely on my spirit within you. You are not abandoned. You are not overlooked. You are surrounded by grace that you cannot see with your natural eyes. If you receive that grace right now, write 777 inches, the comments, as a declaration that you accept my covering. Your mother's begging has been heard. Her love has been honored. Now it is time for you to live boldly, freely, and faithfully. I am with you in the morning when you wake up, and in the night when silence feels loud. I am guiding your steps, even when you feel unsure, and I am turning your grief into strength that will one day comfort someone else who walks through the same valley. Why did 583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research. And once hidden by the FBI, now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. There is a quiet fear inside you that you will forget her voice. You worry that as time moves forward, her laughter will fade from your memory. That fear has made you cling tightly to the past, sometimes at the cost of embracing your present. I want you to know that love rooted in eternity does not disappear with time. Your mother does not want you frozen in yesterday. She does not want every step forward to feel like betrayal. Growth is not disloyalty. Healing is not forgetting. She has been asking me to help you release the guilt you feel when you experience joy. There are moments when you laugh or succeed, and suddenly sadness follows because she is not physically there to see it. You question whether it is right to celebrate without her beside you. I am telling you clearly that your joy honors her far more than your sorrow ever could. When you choose joy, you testify that love did not end in tragedy. When you rise after loss, you prove that what she planted in you is still alive. That is not disobedience to her memory. That is the fruit of her care and my grace working together. There is also something she has longed for you to do that you have been postponing. It is a dream that has been in your heart for years. You keep telling yourself that the timing is not right, or that you are not prepared enough. She sees how fear disguises itself as practicality in your life. I did not create you to live cautiously within walls of self-doubt. I placed courage inside you before you ever took your first breath. Your mother recognized it in small ways when you were young, and she celebrated it even when you stumbled. That courage is still there, waiting for you to trust it again. You have allowed disappointment to shape your expectations. After losing her, you began preparing for loss in every other area of life. You keep your heart guarded because you assume that if something beautiful begins, it will eventually be taken away. That mindset has quietly limited your ability to receive the fullness I want to give you. I am not a God who delights in taking from you. I am a Father who restores, multiplies, and protects. Your mother has asked me to tell you that living in constant anticipation of loss is not faith. That is fear speaking, and it does not reflect the truth of who I am. I am bringing new relationships into your life. Some will become friendships that refresh your spirit. Some may grow into partnerships that strengthen your future. Do not destroy these connections before they can bless you, simply because you are afraid to be vulnerable again. Your mother's deepest longing is that you would open your heart without expecting betrayal in every direction. She trusted me with your life, and she still trusts me with everything ahead of you. If you are willing to trust me in that same way, Write 555 inches the comments as a sign of surrender. There are financial worries that have pressed heavily on your mind. You feel the need to secure every detail, control every outcome, and avoid instability at any cost. Since her passing, responsibility has felt heavier and more urgent. You carry a quiet promise within yourself that nothing will be allowed to fall apart. I see your effort, and I honor the devotion behind it, but you must remember that I am your provider. Your mother rests in peace because she knows I am able to sustain you in ways far beyond your planning and calculations. You have also been comparing yourself to others more than you realize. You look at their progress, their families, their achievements, and silently measure your life beside theirs. That comparison has weakened your gratitude and dimmed the confidence I placed within you. Your mother never measured you against anyone else, and neither do I. I formed you uniquely. Your timeline is not wrong. Your process is not inferior. There is also a calling on your life connected to comforting others who have lost someone dear to them. You have walked through grief, and that journey has shaped you in ways you do not fully recognize yet. I will use your story to bring hope to people who feel as if they cannot breathe through their pain. What once felt only like a wound will become a source of compassion, understanding, and strength. Do not despise the valley you had to walk through. Even there, I was forming something eternal inside you. Your mother sees that your heart has become softer instead of harder, and that brings her peace. At times, you wonder whether she hears you when you say her name. You whisper into the quiet, hoping your words can reach beyond what your eyes are able to see. I am the one who holds every tear and every loving word. Nothing spoken from love has been wasted. But I do not want you living in constant attempts to reach beyond the veil. I want you planted firmly in the life I have given you now. The purpose of this final message is not to keep you looking upward with endless longing, but to send you forward with strength. There is a temptation inside you to retreat whenever challenges rise. After losing someone so precious, your ability to endure pain feels thinner than before. You think you could not survive another deep wound, but I am telling you that you are stronger than you believe because I am within you. Your mother's faith did not die when her body left the earth. The prayers she prayed over you still echo in the spiritual realm. I am honoring those prayers by shaping you into someone who can stand firm when storms come. You are not too fragile to be restored. You are resilient because my spirit lives in you. The places where you feel most vulnerable are the very places where my power will shine most clearly. Do not fear the future. There are blessings ahead that will surprise you. There are doors that will open at moments you did not expect. You are not walking into emptiness. You are walking toward fulfillment. Before I close this part of what you are receiving, I want you to seal this truth deep in your heart. You are deeply loved by a mother who rests in peace and by a God who reigns in power. That love is not fading, and it is not conditional. If you accept that you are protected and guided from this day forward, write 999 inches, the comments, as your declaration of faith. Let this become a turning point where fear loses its grip and trust begins to take root. Walk forward with courage. Live with joy without guilt. Build boldly. Create boldly. Love boldly. Forgive boldly. There have been nights when anger rose inside you. Even if you did not always admit it, part of you felt hurt that she left while you still needed her. You felt abandoned, even though you know she did not choose to leave you. I have heard the thoughts you were afraid to speak aloud. Your mother does not hold that anger against you. She understands the human heart, and she knows grief is complicated. I am not offended by your honesty either. I would rather you bring your raw feelings to me than hide them under false strength. You have also wrestled with the question of why. You looked at other families who seemed to have more time together. You wondered why your story had to carry this kind of pain. Even when you tried to remain faithful, the silence felt heavy. I want you to understand this clearly. I did not take her from you to harm you. There are mysteries your mind cannot fully carry. But there is no cruelty in my heart toward you. Your mother is not in loss. She is in peace. And what she has been longing for me to tell you is that you must stop seeing every hardship as punishment. Since her passing, you have carried a quiet fear that something about you caused suffering. That belief has shaped the way you interpret events in your life. It has created guilt and anxiety that were never meant to belong to you. You are not cursed. You are not being targeted. You are not under hidden judgment. I am a God of mercy and restoration. Your mother rests knowing that my plans for you are good. She does not want you living as if you are always waiting for the next blow. There is a talent inside you that you have neglected. It may be something creative, something intellectual, or something deeply spiritual. You once felt excited about it, but after she left, you felt too drained to nurture it. Grief made everything feel less important. Yet, she has been asking me to stir that gift again. She knows that when you use what I placed inside you, you feel alive. She wants you to experience that aliveness fully, not partially. You are not dishonoring her by thriving. You are honoring both her and me by stepping into what you were designed to become. If you believe that I am calling you to rise instead of shrink, write 10 inches the comments as your declaration of courage. There are moments when memories hit you unexpectedly. A song, a scent, a simple phrase can take you back instantly. Sometimes those memories comfort you. Other times they leave you breathless and aching. I want you to stop fighting those memories. They are not your enemy. They are reminders that love was real and that it still shapes who you are. But I also want you to stop building your identity only around what you lost. You are more than someone who experienced grief. You are someone who carries resilience, compassion, and depth because of it. Your mother's final longing includes this truth. She does not want her absence to define your entire story. She wants her love to empower you, not imprison you. There have been opportunities you quietly turned down because you felt unworthy. You doubted whether you could succeed without her guidance. You assumed that her absence meant you had lost your greatest supporter. I am still your guide. I am still your support. I am still your strength. When you take steps forward, you are not walking alone. I am directing you even when you cannot feel it. Your mother trusted me with you when she was on earth, and she trusts me even more now. There is also healing that must happen in your family. Old tensions and misunderstandings have been sitting under the surface. Her departure exposed cracks that were already there. She does not want division to grow where love once stood. I am asking you to be a bridge, not a wall. That does not mean accepting disrespect. It means choosing wisdom and patience where pride would normally respond. You are capable of being that peacemaker because I am shaping your heart. Do not underestimate the influence you carry. You have wondered whether you are doing enough to make her proud. That question has quietly driven many of your decisions. You work harder than necessary. You push yourself beyond healthy limits. You measure your worth by productivity. Your mother's heart does not measure you that way. She is not counting your achievements. She is rejoicing over your growth. I want you to shift your focus from proving yourself to trusting yourself. Trust the value she taught you. Trust the conscience I placed inside you. Trust the guidance that rises in your spirit when you are still and attentive. There are blessings approaching that you have not even imagined. You think your best days were when she was physically present. You fear that the future cannot hold the same warmth or security. You are wrong about that. I am not finished writing your story. New joy will come. New connections will form. New stability will surprise you. Do not let nostalgia convince you that the past was your peak. I have greater peace and deeper fulfillment ahead for you. Your mother is not asking me to freeze your life in memory. She is asking me to propel you forward in strength. There is also a spiritual maturity developing in you. You pray differently now. You think more deeply about eternity. You sense that life is fragile and precious. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. That awareness is not meant to make you anxious. It is meant to make you intentional. Live in a way that reflects gratitude. Speak words of love more often. Take risks that align with purpose rather than fear. Before this portion closes, I want to remind you again that you are not forgotten in heaven. Every tear, every whispered thought, every quiet hope is seen. If you accept that you are covered by my protection and guided by my wisdom, write 1,515 inches, the comments, as a sign that you receive this covering. Let today mark a shift inside you. Release guilt, release fear, release comparison. Carry her love as fuel, not as weight. I am with you in every breath, every decision, and every step you take. Your mother's final longing was not for you to remain in sorrow. It was for you to rise, live fully, and trust that I will never leave you. There is a hidden loneliness you carry even when you are surrounded by people. You smile, you speak, you show up, but there is an empty chair in your heart that no one else seems to fill. That emptiness sometimes makes you withdraw emotionally without realizing it. Your mother has asked me to remind you that I am able to fill spaces that human presence cannot, but you are not strange for feeling this way. Grief leaves impressions that time alone does not erase. But I do not want you to build walls around your heart to protect that empty space. I want you to invite me into it so that it becomes a place of strength instead of sorrow. There are decisions coming that will shape the next few years of your life. You sense that something is shifting, even if you cannot fully explain it. Your mother's plea was that you would not make those choices out of fear or desperation. She wants you steady, thoughtful, and aligned with my guidance. You have a tendency to rush when you feel uncertain. You try to control outcomes, so you do not feel powerless again. I understand why you do that. But control is not the same as security. Real security comes from trusting that I am ahead of you, preparing what you cannot yet see. If you believe that I am ordering your steps and not leaving you to guess your way through life, write 222 inches, the comments, as a quiet declaration of trust. Let it be a reminder to yourself that you are not navigating this alone. Let it mark a decision in your heart to slow down and listen. Your mother has also been concerned about how harshly you speak to yourself. There are mistakes you made in the past that you continue to replay as evidence against your own worth. You say things in your mind that you would never say to someone you love. That inner voice has grown critical and unforgiving. I did not design you to live under constant self-judgment. Your mother never wanted you crushed by perfectionism. She saw your efforts even when they fell short. And she loved you through them. I love you in that same way. But with even greater depth, my grace is not limited to your performance. It covers your weaknesses, your missteps, and your learning seasons. You are allowed to grow without punishing yourself at every turn. There is also a fear in you about becoming like someone who hurt you. You are careful not to repeat patterns you witnessed growing up. That caution shows your desire to do better. And that is good. But fear of repeating the past should not overshadow your confidence in who you are becoming. I am shaping you with intention. You are not bound to repeat negative cycles. Your mother's prayer was that you would take the good she gave you and leave behind what was flawed. That is exactly what I am empowering you to do. You have felt a stirring recently, a quiet pull towards something deeper spiritually. It is not just emotion. It is an invitation. I am drawing you closer, not to overwhelm you, but to anchor you more firmly in my presence. When you feel that pull, do not ignore it. Do not dismiss it as imagination. It is my spirit reminding you that there is more peace available than what you have been living with. Your mother's final longing included your spiritual strength. She did not want your faith to weaken after her departure. She wanted it to deepen, to mature, to become rooted in personal conviction rather than borrowed belief. You are entering a season where your relationship with me must become more personal and less dependent on past experiences. I am not distant. I am waiting for you to speak honestly, to sit quietly, to allow my peace to settle your thoughts. There are blessings ahead that require preparation. Some involve responsibility. Some involve visibility. Some involve influence. I am not placing these things before you to intimidate you. I am preparing you because you are capable. Your mother saw potential in you that you often overlook. I see it even more clearly. There are also habits of comparison that still try to pull you backward. You scroll. You observe. You measure your progress against others. Each time you do, a small part of your confidence shrinks. Stop feeding that pattern. Your life is not meant to mirror someone else's timeline. What I am building in you is specific, intentional, and uniquely designed. You have also been avoiding a difficult conversation. It lingers in your mind, but you keep postponing it because you fear conflict. Your mother would want you honest and brave, not silent and resentful. Speak with wisdom, speak with calm, speak with respect. But do not remain silent if truth needs to be expressed. There is healing in clarity. There is freedom in addressing what has been quietly weighing on you. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You sometimes wonder if your tears still matter. You feel like you should be stronger by now. You tell yourself that enough time has passed and that you should have fully moved on. Healing does not follow a strict schedule. It moves in layers. I am patient with your process, and your mother is at peace with it. 2. Before we continue further, I want you to anchor this truth in your heart. You are not behind. You are not broken beyond repair. You are in motion, even when it feels slow. If you accept that I am guiding your growth and shaping your future carefully, write 1,717 inches. The inches, the comments, as a sign that you receive this direction. Let it remind you that movement is happening, even if it is not loud or dramatic. You are still deeply loved. You are still chosen. You are still protected. Your mother's longing was never for you to remain fragile. It was for you to discover how strong you truly are with me beside you. She rests knowing that I am holding you through every challenge and celebrating every victory. The road ahead is not empty. It is filled with opportunities for joy, maturity, and purpose. Do not retreat into fear. Do not shrink from responsibility. Stand tall in the truth that you are guided by a faithful God and remembered by a loving mother. That combination is not weakness. It is a foundation. Move forward with courage. Let your faith grow deeper than your doubts. Let your steps be steady, even when emotions rise and fall. There is a quiet battle that has been taking place in your thoughts. On the outside, you function. You smile. You move through your responsibilities. On the inside, there are questions about your worth, your future, and whether you are truly enough. Your mother has watched you wrestle with these doubts, and she has pleaded that I would remind you of your value. You were never ordinary in her eyes. She saw light in you, even when you were unsure of yourself. I see that same light. But I also see how you sometimes try to dim it so that others feel more comfortable around you. You shrink your opinions. You silence your ideas. And you hold back your gifts because you fear rejection. That is not the life she prayed for you. That is not the life I designed for you. There is authority in your voice that you have not fully embraced. There is wisdom in your experiences that can guide others. When you silence yourself out of fear, you delay the impact you were meant to have. Your mother's final longing includes your boldness. She wants you to speak with clarity and live with confidence. Not arrogance, but steady assurance rooted in who you are becoming. You have been carrying responsibilities that feel heavy, especially since her passing. You stepped into roles you did not expect to carry so soon. At times it felt like childhood ended abruptly and adulthood arrived without warning. I saw you adjust. I saw you try to be strong for others. I saw the moments when you cried quietly because the weight felt unfair. Your strength did not go unnoticed. Your perseverance did not go unseen. But I do not want you to confuse survival with purpose. You were not created only to endure hardship. You were created to thrive, to create, to love deeply, and to build a life filled with meaning. There is also a fear inside you about repeating mistakes. You are cautious in relationships because you do not want to be hurt again. You analyze every word, every action, searching for warning signs. That constant vigilance has made your heart tired. Your mother would not want you guarded to the point of isolation. She wants you protected, but not imprisoned. There is a difference between wisdom and fear. I am teaching you discernment, so you can recognize what is healthy and what is not. You do not need to close your heart to stay safe. You need to walk closely with me. If you are ready to trust that I will help you discern what belongs in your life and what does not. Write 1,919 inches the comments as your declaration of confidence. Let it be a step toward living with openness instead of suspicion. There have been moments when you questioned whether you disappointed her. You replay certain choices and imagine what she would have thought. That internal conversation has shaped how you see yourself. Let me settle that now. She is not standing in heaven disappointed in you. She is resting in peace, trusting that I am refining you daily. Growth does not require perfection. It requires willingness. You have shown willingness even when you felt weak. You have chosen to keep going when it would have been easier to withdraw. That perseverance honors both her memory and my purpose. There is also a calling toward generosity that has been stirring in you. Not just financial generosity, but generosity of time, encouragement, and compassion. You feel deeply when others are hurting because you know what it is to lose someone dear. I will use that compassion. It is not a flaw. It is a gift. Do not harden your heart to avoid feeling pain. Your sensitivity is part of your design. It allows you to connect in ways others cannot. You have been worried about the future more than you admit. You think about aging, about responsibilities, about uncertainties you cannot control. Sometimes those thoughts come late at night when everything is quiet. I am already in your future. I am not surprised by what lies ahead. Your mother's trust in me was not misplaced, and neither will yours be. There are blessings forming that you cannot yet see. Doors are aligning. People are being positioned. Opportunities are preparing themselves quietly. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Do not rush ahead of my timing. Do not force outcomes out of anxiety. You have also been wrestling with identity. Who are you now without her physical presence? Who are you in this new chapter of life? You are still loved. You are still guided. You are still capable. Your identity was never meant to be built on one relationship alone. It is built on my unchanging love for you. There are areas in your life where you must forgive yourself again. Not once, but repeatedly. Healing sometimes requires revisiting old wounds with new understanding. I am patient with that process. I do not grow tired of your need for reassurance. Your mother's longing was not that you would become invincible. It was that you would become whole. Wholeness means acknowledging pain without letting it define you. It means remembering love without becoming trapped in nostalgia. It means stepping forward with courage, even when memories follow behind. You are closer to wholeness than you realize. There are also practical changes that need to happen, small adjustments in routine, in focus, in boundaries. These are not dramatic shifts, but steady refinements. When you listen to my quiet guidance, you will sense what needs to change. Trust those impressions. Before this portion closes, anchor this truth firmly. You are not drifting through life without direction. You are being shaped intentionally. If you accept that I am forming you for a future filled with purpose and protection, write Amen in the comments as your sign of agreement. Let it remind you that you are aligned with my will. Your mother's final longing has never been about keeping you tied to the past. It has been about ensuring you rise into your calling without fear. You are stronger than your doubts. You are wiser than your mistakes. You are more loved than your insecurities tell you. There is something inside you that still feels unfinished. You sometimes sense that there were conversations you never had, lessons you did not fully learn, words you never heard her say. That feeling has quietly made you doubt your readiness for the future. You wonder if you missed something essential. Listen carefully. You were given what you needed. Not every lesson arrives through perfect timing or complete understanding. Some lessons unfold later when you are ready to apply them. Your mother trusted that I would complete in you what she could not finish teaching. That trust was not misplaced. I am still shaping you. I am still filling in the spaces that feel incomplete. There is also a pattern of overthinking that has grown stronger since her passing. You analyze every decision from every angle. You fear making the wrong move because you no longer have her voice to consult in the same way. That fear has slowed your confidence. I am closer than you realize. You do not need to be paralyzed by the need for certainty. I guide through peace, not pressure. When you sense calm clarity in your spirit, that is often my direction. When anxiety drives you, that is usually fear trying to regain control. Your mother's final longing included your decisiveness. She did not want you stuck in endless hesitation. She wanted you moving forward. Even if steps felt small at first, there is a creative energy inside you that you have not fully expressed. It may show up in writing, speaking, building, designing, leading, or serving. You have minimized it because you assumed it was insignificant. It is not insignificant. It is part of your calling. I placed imagination in you for a reason. Your mother saw flashes of it throughout your life. She celebrated your ideas, even when others overlooked them. Now is the time to take that creativity seriously, not to chase applause, but to fulfill purpose. You have also struggled with trust in close relationships. After loss, your heart became cautious. You sometimes pull back before someone can get too close, as if protecting yourself from future pain. I understand that instinct, but it is not the path to freedom. Guarding your heart does not mean locking it away. It means walking with wisdom and allowing me to guide your connections. If you are willing to open your heart without surrendering your discernment, write 333 inches the comments as your declaration of balanced trust. Let it mark a shift from fear to faith in how you relate to others. Your mother has also been concerned about how you handle stress. You carry more internally than people realize. You smile outwardly while pressure builds silently inside. That silent pressure sometimes turns into irritability or exhaustion. You feel confused by your own reactions. I want you to begin recognizing when you need rest before you reach the breaking point. Rest is not laziness. It is wisdom. You are not required to solve everything alone. There are people I have placed around you who can support you. Allowing help is not weakness. It is humility. There are dreams you quietly abandoned because they felt unrealistic after life changed. You convinced yourself that stability mattered more than passion. You told yourself that dreams were for a different version of you. Your mother never wanted you to abandon what made you come alive. Stability and passion are not enemies. They can coexist when guided properly. I am able to align practicality with purpose. Do not shrink your aspirations simply because fear whispers that you are too late or too small. There is also healing needed in how you see time. You feel like you lost years emotionally after her passing. You think you are behind in areas where others seem ahead. Time in my hands is not wasted. Seasons of grief are not empty. They shape depth, empathy, and maturity. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. You are not behind. You are prepared in ways you cannot yet measure. You sometimes imagine what she would say if she could speak directly to you again. You try to hear her tone in your memory. I want you to know that the kindness you remember was real, but now you must build your confidence on my voice. Not only on recollection. I am steady. I am present. I am not limited by memory. Your mother rests without worry. She is not anxious about your future. She is not pacing in concern. She is at peace because she trusts me completely. That same trust is available to you. Before this portion closes, I want you to seal this truth inside your heart. You are not navigating blind. You are not walking unsupported. If you accept that I am guiding your steps, even when you cannot see the entire path, write 888 inches the comments as your sign of agreement. Let it remind you that faith does not require full visibility. Your life is not defined by loss. It is defined by resilience, love, and growth. Carry her memory with gratitude, not fear. Build your future with courage, not hesitation. I am shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more compassionate than you were before. Nothing you endured was wasted. Nothing you felt was unseen. Walk forward, knowing that your mother's longing has been honored and that my presence will never leave you. The days ahead hold stability, purpose, and quiet victories that will surprise you. There is a subtle fear that you may forget the details of her. You hold tightly to photographs, old messages, small belongings, as if losing them would mean losing her again. Those objects comfort you, but they also remind you of what you cannot touch anymore. I do not ask you to throw away memories. I ask you not to let them become anchors that prevent movement. Her love is not contained in objects. It is reflected in who you are becoming, the patience you show, the kindness you offer, the resilience you demonstrate. Those are living traces of what she poured into you. You have wondered if you are strong enough to face what lies ahead without her physical presence. You imagine future milestones and feel a quiet ache, thinking she will not be standing beside you. That ache is real, and I do not dismiss it. But understand this clearly. You will not walk into those moments alone. I will be there. I will steady you when emotions rise. Your mother trusted me with your future more than she trusted herself. She knew that her time on earth was limited, but my presence with you is not. That knowledge gave her peace. There is also a part of you that feels pressure to live in a way that justifies her sacrifices. You feel like you must achieve something extraordinary to make her efforts worthwhile. That pressure sometimes makes you anxious and restless. She did not love you so that you would become a trophy. She loved you because you were her child. I love you for the same reason, not because of what you accomplish. Let your actions flow from gratitude, not obligation. Let your progress be motivated by purpose, not fear of disappointing someone who is already at peace. If you are willing to release the pressure of proving yourself and instead live from a place of confidence, write 444 inches the comments as your declaration of freedom. Let it mark a shift from striving to trusting. There have been times when you felt distant from me. After her passing, your prayers sometimes felt mechanical or empty. You wondered whether I truly heard you, or whether your words were lost in silence. I heard every prayer. I collected every tear. I was closer than you realized. Even when emotions clouded your awareness, faith does not always feel dramatic. Often it is quiet endurance. Often it is choosing to stand when you feel nothing. Your mother's longing was that your faith would not collapse under sorrow. She did not want absence to weaken your trust in me. She wanted it to deepen your dependence. There are relationships in your life that have changed since she left. Some grew stronger. Some drifted away. You have questioned whether you did something wrong when certain connections faded. Not every departure is failure. Sometimes I remove what no longer aligns with where you are going. Growth changes dynamics. You are not responsible for maintaining every bond forever. You are responsible for walking with integrity and allowing me to guide who stays and who moves on. You have also carried a quiet fear about your own mortality. Losing someone so close made you aware of how fragile life is. That awareness sometimes turns into anxiety about the future. I do not want you living under constant anticipation of loss. Awareness should lead to gratitude, not fear. It should inspire intentional living, not nervous survival. You are in my hands. Your days are known. Your purpose is unfolding. There is a strength in you that you have underestimated. You think of yourself as sensitive, emotional, easily shaken. But I see endurance that you overlook. You survived nights when grief felt unbearable. You continued responsibilities when your heart was heavy. You showed up when it would have been easier to withdraw. That is strength. That is resilience. Your mother's longing was not that you would avoid pain forever. It was that you would discover you could endure it without losing yourself. You have also been comparing your healing to others. Some appear to move on quickly. Some seem unaffected. You question whether you are too slow or too emotional. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. That secret will not remain available forever. Click the link in the description and comments now to receive access before it is removed permanently. Healing is not a race. It is a journey shaped personally and carefully. Your process is not less worthy because it looks different from someone else's. I am forming you in a way that is unique to your life. What takes time within you is being built with depth. Before this portion comes to a close, I want you to hold this truth firmly again. You are not too fragile to be restored. You are being refined. If you accept that refinement is taking place and that I am strengthening you day by day, write 666 inches the comments as your sign of agreement. Let it remind you that growth may feel uncomfortable, but it leads your heart into stability. You are not abandoned in this life. You are accompanied. Your mother's longing has been honored. Her love continues through the qualities you now carry. My presence continues with every step you take. Move forward without fearing that you will forget her. Move forward without fearing that you will fail her. Move forward with steady confidence, knowing you are held by a faithful God. The days ahead will bring challenges, but they will also carry joy you did not expect. You will laugh again without guilt. You will build again without hesitation. You will love again without constant fear. I am not finished with you. I am guiding you with care. And everything that unfolds from this point forward will be shaped by grace, wisdom, and love that cannot be shaken. There is still a quiet sadness that comes to visit you without warning. It may appear in the middle of an ordinary day. You may be working, talking, or resting when it suddenly settles over your chest. That sadness does not mean you are weak. It means love once lived deeply inside your heart. Do not push that feeling away with frustration. Let it move through you without judgment. Emotions are not enemies. They are reminders that your heart is still alive. Your mother has not been asking me to keep you bound to grief. She has been longing for you to see how much strength has already grown within you. You are not the same person you were in the first days of loss. You have matured in quiet but powerful ways. You think more carefully now. You value time more deeply. You understand compassion in a way you did not understand before. That growth is not accidental. It is the result of walking through fire and not being consumed. A new confidence is beginning to rise within you, even if it still feels small. It appears when you speak with more clarity. It appears when you set a boundary without guilt. It appears when you choose peace instead of argument. That confidence is a sign of healing. It shows that you are no longer defined only by what happened to you. Your mother's final longing includes this steady strength. She does not want you questioning every decision you make. She wants you to trust the wisdom that has been formed inside you. You have learned through experience what no book could ever fully teach. You have faced uncertainty and survived it. You have faced loneliness and endured it. That means you are capable of facing what comes next. There is also a desire rising in you to create something meaningful. It may not yet have a clear form, but it is there. You feel drawn toward a purpose greater than routine. That desire is not random. It is part of the plan unfolding over your life. I placed it within you. Your mother's prayers over you were aligned with that purpose long ago. You have been afraid to fully step into it because you fear failing where others can see. You worry about what people will think. You imagine criticism before you even begin. Fear of opinion is a quiet trap. It keeps you small when you were created to expand. If you are willing to move beyond the fear of judgment and step toward purpose, write 1,414 inches. The comments as a declaration of boldness. Let it mark your movement from hesitation into action. There have been relationships where you felt misunderstood. After the loss, you changed in ways others did not fully understand. Some expected you to recover quickly. Some stayed away from your pain because it made them uncomfortable. Those moments showed you who truly listens and who only watches from a distance. That awareness is wisdom, not bitterness. You are allowed to draw closer to those who meet you with empathy. You are allowed to release expectations from those who cannot. Your mother's longing was not for you to cling to every connection. It was for you to walk in places and with people who nourish your spirit. There is also a call toward forgiveness that reaches beyond others. It reaches toward yourself. You sometimes blame yourself for not appreciating her enough while she was here. You replay small arguments and impatient moments. You wish you had slowed down more. Listen carefully. Love is not measured by perfection. It is measured by presence. And you were present in many ways. I do not want you trapped in a cycle of regret. Regret does not honor her. Growth does. There are future moments coming when her memory will feel warm instead of painful. You will smile at what you remember without the sharp ache that used to follow. That shift has already begun. Healing does not erase love. It changes the way love is carried. You have also started thinking about your own legacy.